बल घोड़ा काठी भला बल घोड़ा काठी भला पहली धक फेरवे मुल्क असांजो मिठड़ो कच्छड़ो डोलरियो रे
माला दीनारे उग्यो ने दामोदरा ए जागो मारा आनंद दाता नारायण जागो.
The sun has risen in the land of Mekarndado. Kutch is the westernmost district of India in the state of Gujarat. It is known for its unique beauty and cultural heritage. Known as Aadu Jo Mulak, Khedu Maadu Jo Mulak, Kutch is a land of farmers and cattle breeders. Kutch has the Rann to its north and east, and sea to its south and west. Kutch derives its name from its shape, which is like that of an upside-down tortoise. The word Kutch also means a marshy land. The dry climate, frequent droughts and geographical isolation have taught the Kachchhi Maadu to smile in the face of adversity. Impossible optimism and perpetual hospitality is the Kachchhi way of life.
अंगण बुहारिया ए तुझो बाटो निहारिया अंगण बुहारिया ए तुझो बाटो निहारिया ओ यार सजन है अंगण बुहारिया.
Hardships and the desert are the best teachers of life, and these lessons begin in the cradle. The Kachchi child wakes up to the blue sky and sleeps with the stars in his eyes. The harsh sun and the dry sand are his natural playmates. The landscape of Kutch resembles the paint book of a toddler. Nature is a myriad of colors. The harshness of the climate makes the allure of the landscape more noticeable. The shades of colors seen in different vegetations are out of the ordinary. The fabric hues of people are an extension of nature's color palette. The colorful spirit of the Kachchi Maadu is woven in the fabric of their life. Kachchi embroidery or Kachchi Bharat is a traditional art form with minute detailing, varied motifs and stitches. It is arguably singly responsible for inspiring the current fashion trends of ethnic cholis, lehengas and chanyas. The style of designs vary from one community to another and help differentiate the women folk. Tie and dye or bandhani, block print or ajrak, batik print, carpet weaving or satrangi, applique work or katab, and hand weaving of Kachchhi woolen shawls are the various textile and weaving techniques ingenious to Kutch. Kamangri is a distinct style of painting practiced in Kutch. Earthenware pottery is routinely seen in villages. Daily use vessels and tools are made out of clay, but over the years, this has developed as an art form. The vision of the potter molding a shapeless lump of mud with his long supple fingers into a delicate and exquisite vase is mesmerizing. The village Nirona is the craft capital of Kutch. Leather works, wood carving, lacquer work and almost all other Kutchi traditional art and craft forms are found here. Rogan Kam, a fabric designing technique using a special oil-based paint, is remarkable. Copper bell work or Kharki Kam is also a traditional art passed through the generations. Each copper bell has a distinct musical note. It brings to memory the sight of a grazing cattle herd, which reminds of Jodia Pawa. Jodia Pawa is basically a set of two flutes played simultaneously by a person. The musicians who play Jodia Pawa are the ones belonging to the Maldhari community or the cattle breeders. The chung or the morchang, also known as jaw harp, is a small metallic instrument with a piercing note of sound. Santar is a string instrument with a melody of its own. Ghado, an earthen pot, and gambilo, a type of iron vessel, are the accompanying percussion instruments used in folk music. Kachchi is the local language of Kutch. Kachchi folk music has its own flavor. On one hand is the Sufi style of singing. While on the other is the bhajan and sakhi singing. A common scene in the village side is that of Rayan. Rayan or Meravo is usually a night event where people unwind and enjoy traditional music and singing. Echoes of the night notes are heard in the call of the peacock in the morning. The national bird peacock on the rooftop of one's house is an everyday occurrence in Kutch. Chhari Dhand in Kutch is the home to many birds, amongst which the most common is the Kunj Pakhi or the common crane.
Kudala mar re vira kudala mar ire kudala vadi dariya di paar.
Out of the 1,300 species of birds in India, about 400 are seen in Kutch. A lot of these are migratory birds, and perhaps the most flamboyant among them is the flamingo or the Hanj Pakhi.
पक्की परदेस न जी तू कागल कर खबरी पक्की परदेस न जी पक्की परदेस न जी तू कागल कर खबरी सजी मड़ाया सोन से पक्की तो जा पल घुमी मथा कर ओ तू बिजलियां पानी जाए
Among the other birds commonly depicted in folk culture is the babido or holo.
Babila Babila biwar kada vele kachre jithadi jwa paro puchi piriyan jo.
Being the westernmost strip of land, Kutch is the first point of contact for all immigrating creatures, be it birds or humans. The salt run is not only responsible for the migratory birds, but also for the dry climate of Kutch, absorbing the moisture from the sea breeze. The Rann, which was once probably the sea, is often mistaken for the desert. Kutch is a famous destination for both tourists and pilgrims. The journey starts from eastern Kutch, Wagad, beginning with the fort of Kantkot, the famous temple of Ravechi Mata, the ancient civilizations of Dolariyo. In central Kutch is the Kera Shiv temple, Shiv temple of Kotai. Towards the west is the Ashapura Matajo Mad, Haji Pir Dargah, Lakhpat fort at the edge of the great Rann of Kutch. Twin temples of Narayan Sarovar and Koteshwar overlooking the Arabian Sea. Towards the south is the virgin beach of Pingleshwar, the well-known Mandvi beach, and the royal Vijay Vilas Palace of Mandvi. In the heart of Kutch, Bhuj, is the Gothic architecture of Prag Mahal and the serene Swami Narayan temple. The Jain Derasar of Bhadreshwar dates back to the 10th century. The present monument is built on the ruins of the previous one from the earthquake of 2001. Just like the religion itself, the temple also has sustained and survived multiple shocks. Baunter Jinalay and Panch Tithi of Abrasa are noted amongst the other Jain temples. They are known for their refined sculpture and tranquil quality, and are an integral part of Kachchhi culture and heritage. The Kachchhi culture has songs for all events of life, be it birth or death. Par or Marashyo is the song of death. The thorny barren land reflects the pain of loss. Without water, the sun which brings life becomes the bearer of death. The yearning of the lifeless land is acute. The circle of life and death is inevitable. With the advent of monsoon comes life. Birds, animals, plants and humans all equally rejoice in rains.
आयो मांझो आयो धरती तो जो लाडो आयो आयो मांझो आयो धरती तो जो लाडो आयो.
Me or the rains are a mark of prosperity and signify hope and optimism in the minds of people. In the land of Khedu and Adu, Me is Megh Raja or King Rain, as it quenches the thirst of Mother Earth.
वस वस मी डोडोडी वस वस मी डोडोडी नोकार के पायलू हड़ा सोगारियो वसे वसे नोकार के पायलू हड़ा सोगारियो वसे वसे. मी आयो मांझो आयो धरती तो जो लाडो आयो.
Rains are usually scanty, but every once in a while, the land becomes surprisingly magnificent. The monsoon season has an immense influence on the psyche of Kachchhi people. So much so that it marks the beginning of Kachchhi New Year on the second day of the Hindu month of Ashad, called Asadhi Beej.
आज आए असादी बीज वाला पाखीत मिलन जाए आनंद लेहन औछव में आनंद लेहन औछव में पाखल गोछल गोछलाई हो आए असादी बीज वाला पाखीत मिलन जाए.
Monsoon weddings are a common occurrence, especially in some communities. But irrespective of the season or the community, all Kachchi weddings are colorful and full of song and dance.
हेलो हेलो बायू कज्जियो हेलो हेलो कज्जियो मुझो चार जलाणो कज्जियो मुझो चार जलाणो जलाणे में जुरिया बिन कज्जियो ती गया बिन कज्जियो ती गया कज्जियो मुझो चार जलाणो कज्जियो मुझो चार जलाणो.
The folk dance of Garba or Rasuda requires no reason, and no celebrations are complete without it. The harmony of the people is evident in the festivities. But there is a healthy competitive spirit also. Just like the wrestler in the ring, Kachchi Madu does not give up even in the face of defeat. It is this resilient spirit which makes them all take pride in calling themselves Kachchi.
मिठड़े मुलक जा माड़ू मिठड़ा मिठड़े मुलक जा माड़ू मिठड़ा खेड़ू ने ब्यायाड़ू
असली माड़ू माड़ू रे कच्छ जा माड़ू असली माड़ू माड़ू रे कच्छ जा माड़ू.
Where a cactus blooms. Let us all bow to this great motherland called Kutch and celebrate the charming essence that is present in everything Kachchi. Kachchh Dolariyo days, a charming way of life.
आए वलो असां जो वतन मिठड़ो असांजो वतन मुझी मातृभूमि के नमन मुझी मातृभूमि के नमन कच्छी असांजा कोड में जा कुर्बान करी तन मन मुझी मातृभूमि के नमन मुझी मातृभूमि के नमन रतन खणी जित विदेश जाने मेरा मन उछरण रतन खणी जित विदेश जाने मेरा मन उछरण मल जड़ा मालम मछुए से सागर पार पुजन मुझी मातृभूमि के नमन मुझी मातृभूमि के नमन आए भलो असांजो वतन हेड़ो मिठड़ो असांजो वतन मुझी मातृभूमि के नमन मुझी मातृभूमि के नमन